Oh. That's the freaking Scooby Gang. Oh, man, this is like a dream come true.
Your dream is to hang out with the Scooby Gang?
These guys, they're our freaking role models, man. Except Brett, he's a wad.
He's... what?
Just think about it. We do the same thing. We go to spooky places, we solve mysteries, we fight ghosts. Now, how do I look?
Two-dimensional.
Perfect. Hi. I'm Dean. It's my brother Sam. Mind if we join you?
Of course not. There's plenty of room.
Ooh, looks like you guys are celebrating something.
We are. We just found out that
We're gonna get a Theaters of War before a major Finish Plus event. Isn't that awesome?
Okay.
But the calendar can be wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so.
Give us a second. Hey, you want to pull that stick out of your nether regions? Just play along here.
Play...
The date for this event's already passed. It never happened.
We should be trying to get out of here, and instead you're hanging out with Marmaduke.
How dare you?
And hitting on Daphne when she's clearly with Fred.
She is settling, all right? Oh, Daphne could do so much better. Last time we got zapped into TV, we got out by playing our part. This is probably like that. The gang, they're about to get a mystery.
I don't know, gang. Sounds like this could be the start of a mystery.
A mystery indeed. Quite a bit of mysterious things happening this week in DOT. Anyways, guys, happy Halloween. Darth Shigong here, gaming on the dark side, GOTDS, and you know we got this coming at you with another video for Dawn of Titans. And yeah, we're going to be covering quite a few things here. We've got a new event, obviously, some mysterious stuff happening, crazy answers from the devs, and hey, divine conversion, but with a new twist and some interesting math to see what the value is that they're putting on their gems. But before we get into all that, don't forget, it's time for the intro.
Yeah, let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now
Okay, let's get right into this. We got ourselves our happy Halloween event, the Cult of Sacrifice. It is a 40,000 soul finish plus. Yep, they're doing it again. 40,000 souls, guys. But we do get quite a bit of goodies in this. Nothing quite like Nexus, who, was definitely worth 40,000. This one here, though, we do have a reskilled Reaver and a reskilled Calvarax and a ton of goodies. And we'll get into the math later on, but there are some things we got to talk about right away. Let's start off with the mystery of Theaters of War. Now, we all know I do a calendar, kind of predictions every time the new calendar comes out. And one of the things we had here was a Theaters of War that was supposed to happen on October 26th, go all the way through the 28th, right? Kind of get us going into this brand new event, which we knew was going to be a Finish Plus here. Now, we didn't know the Finish Plus was going to be 40,000 souls, but the prospect of a Theaters of War was really great because you are able to get yourself some nice tokens to go into the event and help you finish it up. Especially with the Finish Plus, that's big for my grinders and my free-to-play players. So that is a big deal for us because that's, one of the ways that we're able to grind something out. Now, here is the answer from player support. I'm going to read this really quickly, guys, because it's just ridiculous. Thanks for contacting Dawn of Titans player support. We apologize for the misinformation in the calendar section of the blog site where there will be a Theaters of War event today. According to the development team, there's a text error in this section of the blog site since there is no scheduled Theaters of War event, but the Altar of Abundance event only. Interesting how the Altar of Abundance event only is in there, but that's not in the text? That's not announced? The development team will be working hard to avoid this confusion from happening in the future. Right, and the next part's like, as for the tokens you use, please provide us with the name of these tokens for checking. Looking forward to your response. So basically, I think whoever asked the question was probably talking about the tokens they used in the Altar of Abundance. I think they were wondering, am I supposed to get something or not? But still, though, this answer, if you can call it an answer, is, I don't know. I really don't consider it mysterious unless you want to say, is it really a text error? Right? This has got people up in arms, man. Got LMO on fire, dude. Because this is, to me, not cool, right? Because this just seems like, hey, we're going to gaslight this and say, oh, it was a text error. When I'm thinking most likely someone messed up, they didn't get the event going, and rather than admitting that and having to put up with all the gnashing of teeth that would come from that, they say, oh, it was a text error. But what's crazy is they also didn't make this announcement in the blog. They didn't change the blog. They didn't change the calendar, right? This is a conversation that someone got for themselves from player support. They posted this response on the Discord channel. So if a player is not part of the Discord channel or is even on Discord but doesn't scroll it every single day to see all the newest updates, they might not have seen this and they're left wondering, where the hell is Theaters of War? So can we trust the calendar or can't we? You know, it seems like we can't trust a lot of things that are coming out, and that, you know, makes it tough. And it makes it tough for, obviously, the players. It makes it tough for the content creators to be able to give you guys good content and accurate information. So, I mean, these are all things, man, it bugs me. Now, it might not bother you. It might not even affect you, right? But for some of us, it does. And that's all I want to address. I mean, you guys have your own thoughts where this is going to go. I'm not going to get any crazy theories on what this could mean for the game as a whole. Just that this isn't cool. And devs, if you're listening, definitely don't let this happen again. Especially for me, since I, review your guys' calendar and make my predictions. It would be nice if I had accurate information to make better predictions and better videos for you guys. Now, since this is a Finish Plus event with 40,000 souls, they have given us an extra day. So you can see here the event ends in 4 days, so that means it'll end Tuesday morning, which for some people will cause a bit of a problem because I know some of you guys like to jump an alliance after the season is done. I wouldn't recommend doing it now because you'll lose all your soul count and your alliance reward. So this kind of is going to make sure you're going to be stuck with your alliance for 2 weeks this time rather than 1. Keep that in mind, guys. Now, there are some pretty cool relics in this event. We'll start off, obviously, with the brand new one, the Cult of Sacrifice, the Synergy Relic. We'll go into that deeper. We got Yoshi's Yumiya, the 5-star Golden Bow, Solomancer's Energy. You got the Lucky Clover, the Ring of Juiced. Nice, Juiced. You got the Elemental Grasp. We'll talk about that one as well. And I put the Headsman's block here because it's a collection relic, because the last 2 titans you would need for this after Corruptor and Baba Yaga are Calvarax and Reaver, and you get this pretty cool relic with an interesting synergy that we'll talk about as well. Like I said, man, we got a lot to talk about. This video is going to be slightly longer than I would like, but there's a lot to cover, guys, so let's keep on going. Now, this event's got a lot of things going on, but these are the milestone rewards that I think are of note to keep in mind with this huge event. You're going to get 10 boost tokens in this event, which is great. It will help you finish it if you're going to be grinding this out. There's 21,000 gems, which I would recommend using to buy portal stones. 1,000 portal stones. Now, you're going to get 3 ice and 3 void titans or a token, and I would say those are going to be all prestige food to help you out. Now, there's mixing ice and void because Calvarax and Reaver are ice and void respectively, and so you got to get at least a P3 with these guys if you wanted to. Now, you also got the golden 5-star Yoshi's Yumiya, the bow, and this brand new relic, the Cult of Sacrifice, which I'm going to have to talk about as well because mysterious changes have occurred. So first, let's take a look at the Headsman's block, the collection relic. It's going to give you 50% Titan and Troop all elemental damage, 50% Troop all elemental damage, and 50% Titan and Troop health and armor piercing. I love these all troop, all element type relics. It makes it so much better, guys, especially with relic storage being so limited. Now, the synergy is going to be for the Halloween Titans, Calvarax, Reaver, Corruptor, and Baba Yaga. At the start of the battle, If you have horde units there, it's going to sacrifice 3 of them. And in their place, you're going to get 3 corrupted horde. Now, I'm not too sure if these land exactly where your horde units were. Do they land behind your army, or do they land on random enemy troops? Not too sure. If you guys know the answer because you have this relic and you've been playing with it, please comment below to let everyone else know where those guys go. Now, the next one I want to look at here is the Cult of Sacrifice, the synergy relic from this event. Now, read carefully with me. 50% Titan and Troop all elemental damage. Nice. 90% all spell damage. Great. That probably affects that rage spell too. That's perfect. 50% Titan and Troop armor piercing and armor. The synergy skills where this gets really interesting. When equipped to Reaver at level 10, Reaver cannot be killed until Calvarax has been defeated. Also, when equipped on a Calvarax who's at level 10, Calvarax cannot be killed until Reaver has been defeated. So basically, these 2 Titans are going to summon their counterpart in the fight. And with this relic attached, theoretically, it was supposed to have it to where you couldn't kill your main Titan that you had without killing the summoned Titan first. Very interesting synergy, especially on attacking. When you're attacking something that tries to kill your units, you can use one of them as basically a meat shield because it's going to be invincible. So that's pretty interesting. Fast forward to today and go to the rewards section, the track, go all the way to the Cult of Sacrifice, and this is what you're going to see. Check out the synergy update, change, the mystery that has not been announced in the blog. Check it out. The synergy is no longer what it was. Now check it out. At level 10 synergy, Calvarax. Calvarax gains Divine Shield every 10 seconds until Reaver has been defeated. And conversely, a level 10 Reaver, if you're using this relic, will get Reaver gains Divine Shield every 10 seconds until Calvarax has been defeated. It's not level, but prestige. This is a big change. A huge change, actually. Now, one thing here is my confusion when it comes to the spell or the buff, Divine Shield. This is something that Hachiman uses. Now, I know that it shields his Titans, and I want to say it increases armor. However, I'm not too sure completely about the armor point. Now, if it is an armor increase, that does help, but this is every 10 seconds, right? With some of these Titans that you'll be going against, or I should say attacking you, 10 seconds is going to make a big difference. You're not going to have enough time to ramp up the armor build to survive. I liked it better when the Titans were immortal unless you took out the other Titan. That this is something different. But once again, what I'm going to be most upset about, not just the change, is the fact that this wasn't announced. It's not in the blog. It's not an update. They haven't updated the blog with the new information. The information is just changed in-game. Now, I understand, yes, information on the blog is subject to change. Totally understand that. But if you're going to change it, well, then update it for people so that they're not confused when they're reading your blog and then coming to the game as something completely different after the event's already started. And it's changed. Well, hey, go back and change your blog. Hey, go back and change your calendar. I mean, these things should be, just I would consider basic customer service. But those are just my thoughts. You guys go ahead and feel free to comment below with your thoughts. Alright, next little mystery here, right? I told you I would be talking about the chicken foot, the elemental grasp. As you can see here at 20,000 souls in the blog, on the reward, milestone rewards here, R4, right? Rank 4, elemental grasp at 20,000 souls. Seems somewhat expensive, yet an appropriate 4-star relic at 20,000 souls. However, log into the game, check your reward track, and you will be greeted with this. That's right, your eyes aren't deceiving you. At 20,000 souls, we get a 3-star elemental grasp. What the heck? Now, is this a text error? Or is this meant to be? I'm not too sure. But either way, guys, it's not an R4, is it? That's a rank 3 elemental grasp at 20,000 souls. Dude, something is afoot. No pun intended, man, with the chicken foot. But this is crazy. And once again, in my opinion, unacceptable and needs to be fixed immediately. Alright, Yochi's Yumiya. We all knew this was coming eventually, guys. We're getting that 5-star golden bow. Glad it came out in an event with some rangers that I wouldn't mind putting it on. Was hoping for a Zeus reskill, but hey, that still may be coming in the future, you never know. But this here is going to give you 75% all troop damage and Titan damage, 2 times on attack, which is nice. You're going to get 40% all troop armor piercing, and this is the one that's fun to play with, right? On enemy summon or corrupted summon, you're going to cast Raise Dead and Fireball. Now, once again, I'm going to need the players out here because I never had this relic. If you already have this relic, does that cast Raise Dead and Fireball fall on the summoned unit that comes out? Or is it just the Raise Dead or somewhere random and the Fireball falls on a random enemy? Let us know in the comments below and help out the GOTDS community. Alright, let's move on to Calvarax and his reskill. They've done quite a bit here, guys, so let's start from the top with his first invoke skill, the Hex of Reaver. You get 180% Titan and Troop Ice and Void damage, 60% base Titan Troop damage and health, 10 freeze spells. And at the start of the battle, you're going to summon Reaver. So Calvarax is still a mixture of Ice and Void, except now he's officially got Void buffing parts, where before he was just Ice. Now you got over here, you got Frost and Gloom for the second skill, 40% Titan and Troop melee resist, 360% Titan and Troop Ice and Void damage, 2 times an attack, 300% Titan and Troop health, 2 times an attack. So he's definitely the attacking Titan out of the pair. Third invoke skill here, Mind Freeze. 44% Titan and Troop critical, 50% freeze spell duration. Alright, go with the freeze guys a little bit longer. And on freeze spell cast, you'll get 100% Titan and Troop armor piercing, a max of 6, so it's an extra 600% armor piercing. We need it. We need it to go against these defenses. Living Nightmare is the fourth skill, 40% Titan and Troop range resist, 300% Titan and Troop armor piercing, 2 times an attack, so another 600%. So we got 1200% armor piercing right on the get. Let's see, 200% Titan and Troop armor, 2 times an attack. Last invoke skill here. Well, I'm glad to see their spell check is working, right? We got Twillet arrows. Is that something special? I think that should be Twilight, but whatever. Alright, so we got 40% Titan and Troop all elemental resist, 400% freeze spell damage, okay? And Reaver and Calvarax's ranged attacks have a 50% chance to summon 1 Twilight Panther in the same location a max of 12 times. So you can get up to 12 of those Twilight Panthers, or Twillet Panthers, depending on how I guess you want to spell it, right? And all in the game, dude, those guys are pretty gnarly. Now, these Twilight Panthers, are they doing void damage? They do void damage, right? So yeah, so they're a void unit. So yeah, they get buffed the same. So that makes that nice. They're not like some random poison unit that would just throw things off. Okay, let's take a look at his prestige skills. So what do we got here? 110% base Titan troop health and damage at prestige level 10. Now, at prestige level 1, your guys are going to unlock when you cast your freeze spell, you're going to rage 6 random troops a max of 6 times. At prestige level 4, on the freeze spell cast, you're going to get 100% Titan and troop void damage. Now, when you call a Twilight Panther on prestige level 7, you're going to get to call a Corrupted Imperial on the field as well, a max of 6 of those guys. That's cool. Unlocked for prestige level 10, if you go all the way, all in on this guy, on Twilight Panther Call, it's going to have negative 10% enemy all elemental resist here, melee and range resist. So you're going to take away up to 60% of their elemental resist, melee and range resist. As far as I can tell, this is going to be the entire map. And if this sticks the way it's supposed to, it would be a persistent debuff. So even new units dropping would get this debuff. It's not an aura based one, so that should hit everybody and last the entire fight. So that is pretty gnarly if you went all the way. Yeah, that hurts, man. 60%. That's big. Moving on to his counterpart, Reaver. We got some more stuff to talk about. So his first skill is called the Hex of Calvarax. This is going to be 180% Titan and Troop health, 60% base Titan Troop damage and health, At the start of every battle, you're going to summon Calvarax. And every 10 seconds, you're going to cast 2 terror spells and summon 2 Bach rugs, a max of 6 times. So I'm assuming that must be 12 Bach rugs running around the field, doing stuff for you, helping you out. I mean, those guys are pretty slow, and they're pretty susceptible to, like, Storm Maidens. But hey, putting them out there does help. The second skill is called Gloom and Frost, 44% troop critical, 360% Titan and troop void, and ice damage 2 times on defense. So this is our defender. 300% Titan and troop armor, 2 times in defense, so 600% armor. Not enough, we need more. The third skill is an invoke skill, Passage of Horror. 40% Titan and troop range resist, 300% Titan and troop armor piercing, and every 10 seconds you're going to get 100% Titan troop armor and piercing. Armor piercing, right? A max of 6 times. There's another 600% armor. So we've got 1200% armor so far. I would like to see a bit more, just because of the attack that we got coming from people like Nexus and stuff. We need way more armor. Let's see here. Death's Grasp, 44% Titan critical, 300% Titan and troop health 2 times on defense, and 30% Titan and troop melee resist 2 times on defense. The last one is an invoke skill, Waves of Terror. 40% Titan and troop all elemental resist. 50% terror spell duration. Now, every 10% that Calvarax loses health, so that's the spawned Calvarax you have here, you're going to summon a Potomi Knight on a random enemy, a max of 10. Because, that's going to be 10 of them because of our 100%. So, hey, if someone drops Calvarax really quickly, you're going to have those Knights coming out really fast. If they are slow rolling on Calvarax, well, it will slowly bring out those Potomi Knights. Back when you had to kill Calvarax in order to get Reaver, this was crazy because you would have to sit there and kill Calvarax, forcing you to summon all 10 Potomi Knights. Now, that's not really the case, is it? You can take your time on Calvarax, you can go drop Reaver first, even though he'll be getting his Divine Shield. But really, Divine Shield is not the same as complete immunity. So they really did a number when they changed that relic, and that kind of bothers me and makes me wonder whether or not I want to finish this event, because when it was making one practically invincible, I mean, for all intents and purposes invincible and all, it was definitely much more worth it to me to get that relic. Now, I'm a lot more on the fence and leaning towards not finishing the event. Tell me below in the comments, guys, are you going to finish it despite that relic being changed? Do you feel that relic being changed is a big enough deal to worry about? Alright, let's move on to his prestige skills. So his prestige skill here is called Elemental Chaos. At level 10, you're going to have 130% base Titan troop, health, and damage. Now, at prestige level 1, you're going to unlock this skill every 10 seconds. You'll shield 6 random troops, a max of 6 times, so that helps. Unlocked from prestige level 4 on allied troop death, 100% Titan troop and void damage, 600% extra damage is nice. Wish we had some more armor, but hey, can't get everything, right? Unlocked from prestige level 7 on allied void troop death, you get 100% Titan and troop ice damage, a max of 6 times. Now I did ask in I think it was Churro stream, we had Chance in there, and I was asking about with that headsman's relic, when you sacrifice 3 horde units right in the very beginning of the fight to get those 3 corrupted horde units, does that effect happen here with the prestige 7? Will that trigger it? He says it does. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not too sure and all, but he said it does. I trust Chance. But if you notice that when you use the headsman relic on Reaver, if you got him at least a P7, does that skill trigger with that headsman's block relic? Because that would give you 300% Titan and troop ice damage right in the beginning of the fight. And if you're using some more Imperials in your defensive build, that would help out a lot, and it'd also make those Potomi Knights hit a whole lot harder, and you'd have more of an offensive-based defender, kind of like how Nexus is, where it's all about destroying the opponent's army, not just eating up time. And finally, at prestige level 10 on allied death, there'll be minus 10% enemy all elemental melee and ranged resist. So that's a max six times. And once again, I don't see that being an aura. And if it plays the way it's supposed to, this would be a persistent debuff on the field. So any new units dropping would also get hit with this debuff. And that would be up to 60% all elemental resist, melee, and range resist. So that would help out a lot. And once again, kind of feeds into what I would look at. If I was using Reaver as a defender, I would do my best to try to make him more of an offensive attacker. This guy doesn't look like he's going to be a time eater as much as we would use him kind of like how we use Nexus on defense, all about taking out the attacking army as quickly as possible, or at least making it what I call it, well, not what I call, but what is a Pyrrhic victory, make it extremely expensive to take out your garrison or lands to where you're eating up their troops, and that's going to take time and resources from your opponents to have to rebuild their armies if they're going to keep attacking you. Now, one thing that's important to note here, both Reaver and Calvarax have this extra little buff to themselves. Reaver and Calvarax and their armies have 50% resistance to crowd control effects of freeze and terror. So as far as I know, that makes it to where they have, I believe, less of a duration. Not so much the damage per se, even though I think that might be part of it. So these guys, if you're using Calvarax to go against Oceanus, it will help. Now, it's not going to be as awesome as Crystallis. Crystallis, as far as I know, has 100% resist against that ice attack. You know, you're not going to get frozen. Your army won't get frozen either. So that's a good thing. So if you already have a P10 Crystallis, you really don't need to worry about this one. However, if you don't, I would probably still P10 my Crystallis if I'm going against Oceanus, just to be honest right here. However, Calvarax looks like he'd be a lot of fun. I do like the guy. When it comes to Reaver, I mean, they're probably not really going to be bringing freeze and terror to use against you. So I really don't see that being much use to me. Yeah, unless you're using Reaver as an attacker, which why would you? I'm not too sure why you would. Unless you're leveling them, obviously. All right, let's move on. All right, so now it's time to talk about the grind. This is a 40,000 soul event, guys. If we're looking at a pure grind, that means we're not using any boost tokens, right? Just the gems and the portal stones that are included. Well, you're looking at 2,667 battles, which is 44.5 hours of grinding, guys. It's a lot of work, but we have 4 days to do it, so you do have plenty of time if you want to invest this holiday weekend in this. You're looking at 7,000 portal stones to be able to pay for those battles. If you don't have those saved up, you didn't take advantage of Portal Surge, well, it's going to take you 21,000 gems, which really, in reality, isn't bad when it comes to the cost of gems. That's about comparable with any other regular event. It's just the time. That's where it's going to get you if you're a grinder, guys. I mean, 44 hours is definitely a very long grind for an event like this. But it all depends. Are these things you really want? Is this something you want to invest into? That's going to be up to you guys. Now, let's take it out a look with the boost relics if we're going to be using the 10 that are included in the event. With the 10 boost relics, guys, we're looking at about 2,448 battles. Now, this is using Nexus, the 1.5 boost. I forgot to mention that earlier. You got to take advantage of that max boost. The grind time does get reduced by a few hours, so we got 41 hours. Still, we're looking at pretty much a full week's worth of work in 4 days, guys. Max portal stones 6,344, and to buy them it's only 17,000 gems. So if you got 17,000 gems saved up, you can do this event, guys. You'll be able to grind it out. Once again, though, just get yourself a lot of Rockstar, Red Bull, whatever your energy drink of choice is, and get yourself ready to go. Yeah, man, order some pizza and grind away. You know, do a Halloween movie marathon, dude, and just watch it and tap your screen, and you'll get done. It'll happen. It's just like I said, guys. If you're a grinder, this is the life we've chosen. All right, so those are the numbers of the grind, guys. Keep all that stuff in mind. Remember, if you do get better boost rolls than the 1 stars, these numbers will be reduced. So I'm hoping that you guys have some Halloween good luck and you get 3 and 4 star relics and you pound this event out if this is the event you decide to invest into. And that brings us back to the eternal question, is the grind worth it? Here's some final thoughts, guys. The Cult of Sacrifice, that change, for me at least, makes it a lot more difficult to justify grinding out this event. When Calvarax and Reaver were both invincible in their own rights when the other one was on the field, that made sense to me. Having just a divine shield to drop with the amount of damage that a Titan like Nexus is going to bring to the field, this just makes these guys a small speed bump and not really useful as much to me. Yuchi's Yumiya, though, that's a pretty cool relic. I wouldn't mind grabbing that, especially since I keep thinking eventually there's going to be a Zeus reskill, and it'll be interesting to see which of the bow relics, or I should say the ranger relics, will work best for him. If you don't have Calvarax and Reaver, well, this is a great opportunity to get it. There are a ton of rewards in this event that does make this event comparable in price and investment. The biggest thing, though, if you're a grinder, is the time. Grinding out 40,000 souls, guys, is painful, but it is doable. So if this is something you decided to invest in, you've been saving up your relics for this particular event, and you want these Titans, then go for it. If this is not your bag and you want to hold on to your boost relics, guys, well, hey, there's plenty to grab in the beginning. Go to 2,000 souls. You got 3 boost relics right there. Hold on to it. We'll have a new calendar dropping here probably next week, and hopefully it will be accurate. But we have a lot of cool things going on coming up soon, right? We've got the anniversary of DOT coming up. We've got the Christmas events coming up. I'm hoping, they dropped the ball. There were no bone dregs at all during Halloween, which is, sad. It would have been nice to have bone dregs. But maybe there'll be at least those ice shards in the winter events, and we'll get ourselves a really cool Christmas Titan. It just better not be a freaking reskilled Krampus. Or a reskilled Jotun. I can see those being reskilled, but that better not be the quote-unquote meta Titan for 40,000 souls in December. Yeah. Alright, guys. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks so much for sticking around. I know this video is longer than some of the ones I've been doing recently. I've been trying to cut down the time, but there was a lot to cover, and I didn't get a chance to cover the divine gems. There is a new divine conversion type event that's out. I'd want to go into more detail, so I'm going to make a separate video. We'll talk about the divine gems and what's going on with that, and my thoughts on this divine conversion they got going on. Since I've saved up almost 53,000 divine gems, I'm not going to pay money for them. But that might be your choice. Anyways, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Comment below. It does help me out with that YouTube algorithm. And if I have earned it and you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscription button. I would appreciate it. We're so close to 1,000 subs, and that will make a huge difference and help me do more videos. All right. Well, I'm your host, Darsh Gong, and as always, I hope to catch all of you gaming on the dark side.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray